Okay, doing a valve adjustment on a 2019 Royal Enfield Himalayan. So that'd be uh, Gen 4 on the European, whatever it is, BA's, their emission standards. So the after 2020, I think 2021 started BA6. So if you're in this BA4 range, it'll be similar. I think the BA6 is a relatively similar to. Got to pull the plug. You ultimately need to do that to turn the engine, and you won't get the compression. So it turns easy. Anyway, first thing to do is to take off the tank. If you're taking off the tank anyway, which is a pain in the ass, but you know, for half the stuff on this bike, you got to take off the tank. Something you might want to do is, if you haven't done the evap get rid of yet, it's a good time to do it. Also, remove the tank when it's close to empty. Don't fill the tank. I knew I was going to do the valve, so I didn't bother refilling. So it's a fairly empty tank, so that's a home run. So anyway, you know, the tank you're going to be taking off, not that, this. You're going to be disconnecting two hoses, this one and one other, wherever it's hanging, this one. And you're taking this off. Gas is going to come out of here for a little bit, so get a rag under it. And there's an electrical connector. That's not it. Here it is, this electrical connector. You're doing a little squeeze to get it off. So once those come off, so those two things come off from where the fuel pump is, and then these are mostly, this one's a drain hose, and I think this one goes to, I believe it might go to the evap system. So ultimately that might get gotten rid of, or I think this one gets capped. I forget, but we'll get to that later. To get these off, somebody else had recommended it, and sorry I'm not giving credit because I don't remember, I watched a couple of these videos. Take these two bolts out, and then this will fall away. So that gives you much better access to the exhaust side. And then on the intake side, you're going to want to take two bolts out that were here, and that lets this swing free. You'll disconnect this electrical connector from this, and now this swings free. Gives you a little bit more room back here. You're going to have to loosen this too. That lets you get down here with an extension. So those are your like loosens, takeaways. I've already gotten a cut too. That's how you know work's getting done. 4 bolts have come out of here. They're 7mm, I think. 2 here and 2 back here. Leave the covers on, only because when things fall in the engine, it's a bad day. Really, I should get something plugged into there. That's where the spark plug was. I'm swapping that out with an iridium plug since I'm here anyway. I like to do crap in bulk if I'm here anyway. The whole reason for the whole reason for this video is, well, now you're just watching me get tools, and that's no fun. You'll need a 7mm to get this cover. Well, yeah, let's get into details. You'll need a, I think these are 7mm, but this, I forget what size it was. Maybe that was 7mm, I lose track. This is a 17 over here. This has to come out just so that you can sight in there to see the line for top dead center. The whole reason I'm making this is to mention this. I have GV bars on it, which were good. I mean, they're good for me. They just help protect the bike a little bit. Bike's only fallen over once, and it wasn't with me on it, so credit for that. Can't get into here. This has to move. So my advice to anybody, in case you get your head stuck on, I got to take my crash bars off. No. Just loosen this horse shit and slide it over, and then that gives you enough room to get a 17 in there. Even if you couldn't, so even if I can't get it in, I'm willing to take 4 Phillips and loosen them and slide this down. But if that still didn't do it, it's up on the big, what I call the big stand. The back wheel is free. Put it into like 4th or 5th, and you can turn the wheel, and this will turn. It's just that then you need, well, either you're going to keep going back and forth, or you need somebody to look in here and tell you when it's on top dead center. A trick, keep in mind, it's it's going to have kind of two top dead centers, I believe, like one on the compression stroke and one on the exhaust stroke. Yeah, I think compression exhaust, or one on the intake stroke. In any event, you'll get a top dead center on either one, so you need to know which one you're on. There's talk of like, well, just feel the valves. If they feel loose, I'm not good at that. So my plan B is I'll drop a straw, well, not drop, but hold on to it, a straw down into where the spark plug is. If you can feel the piston. If the piston's all the way up, it's on the compression stroke. If you see the straw goes way down, then you're obviously not on the compression stroke. There's my big insight for the moment.